Yeah. Welcome to a totally random pop-up broadcast. This is a outreach of American Dream Trading, which was founded by his own buys, managed buys, incorporated into a legal corporation by Chad Christian, who we affectionately call Coach. He helps us to navigate the muddy waters of everything investing, such as stocks, stock options, crypto, and then, of course, my personal favorite, and I'm the host of From 2 to 4, is futures. However, the futures market's closed. The only thing really running is crypto, but that's not what we're going to be talking about today. I'm not a big crypto trader, but we will be talking general things of trading. We'll have to look at some live crypto charts, but we'll probably do some charting, answering questions, talk about trading strategy, talk about special membership deals that we got going on right now that are going to be going away here about this time next week. Just any question you have, we'll try to answer it in the time that we have allotted here. Don't know how long I'm going to run this. We'll run it until people don't have questions. If you do me a favor, my name is, by the way, is Mark McSee. I'm one of the training moderators here at American Dream Trading. This is just a totally random pop-up trading session. Hey, Don's over there. Good to see you over there. Cherub Trading Petties, J-Dog, 181's over there. Good to see y'all over there. Over there, see Ken and West Coast over there, over on the TikTok. Do me a favor, while we're live, if you're not actively asking questions, how about smashing them likes over there? Also, if this is your first time here, make sure you click subscribe to all of our social media platforms. We're on all of them. We want you to click subscribe. And if you do me a really big favor, since this is a pop-up session, this was not planned. It was just like, hey, I think I'll go live. Share this, will you? Click that share button on all your social media. Share this out live to your social media. Maybe somebody will learn something. Hey, Gilly, what's going on, buddy? All right. So if you click share, also while you're at it, also activate your notification buttons over there on all of your social media platforms. Let's get to 32,000 likes in the time that we have here. So that'll require a lot of clicking. So get busy and clicking them buttons over there on TikTok. We'll see what we can do over here. This is just going to be a general day trading type of questions. We might do some charting. Again, the market's not open, but crypto's open 24/7. And by the way, you can get, we have our own standalone crypto membership that you can get. Chris and Bucko do a fantastic job over there. They actually have live Zoom trainings every Wednesday night at 7:15. Those guys are awesome. They know what they're talking about. They can answer pretty much any question you throw at them. They're very, very good. What am I paper trading? Nothing yet, but we'll be looking at Ethereum, probably Bitcoin and Solarium, whatever. I'm not really trading. I don't trade crypto, but those are the only live charts I got access to. I don't have an opened, well, technically I do have an account, but I don't have a funded account for Bitcoin. I don't trade it normally, but it doesn't matter. A chart is a chart. We'll talk about charting. We'll talk about trading strategies, entries and exits. What do we look for? What kind of things do we want? How do we use our indicators? Anything you want. This is your show. If you got a question, now's the time to have it. We're not really trading live here. You can if you're into crypto. I'm not really. So we're going to just answer any questions. It's just a kind of a casual question and answer. As long as you guys got questions, we'll give you some answers, hopefully. If I can't answer it, we'll get an answer for you. Matter of fact, we have our Chris is in here. He's one of our crypto, he was one of the two crypto moderators and traders. He runs the show over there. Chris, you want to say hello or anything? Any comments?
Howdy there.
There he is.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm looking at SOMI right now. It's been running all day. Just had a nice little pump here in the last hour.
Fortunately, I don't believe I can show you that chart because I'm on TradingView here. What was that? SOMI?
Yeah, it's on TradingView.
Is it?
Yeah, SOMI. It's getting a little bit of a breathe back here. Last couple candles.
Is that Binance or is that Crypto Cap?
I'm doing a perpetual. So what I do is if you click on all sources on the top left, Change
Okay.
that to BTC. No, click on crypto.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And then on the left, right there where it says
Hmm.
all sources below the word
Oh,
all.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, change that to BTCC.
BTCC. See that? I
Yeah,
learned something new. See?
there you go. And then
There
you
I
can
go.
open up that. Now
All
it's only
right.
going to be perpetuals.
I tell you what, that Chris guy, he's awesome. See? See? Let
Yeah,
me,
so that's what I'm looking at right now.
cool. Never heard of it, never traded it. Don't matter. You know why? I can
I don't
guarantee you
care.
I can
Yeah.
trade this, Chris. Why? Because the chart's a chart, right?
Uh
Coaches
huh.
gave us the education and training necessary to trade literally anything in the world. Pretty cool. So it would probably be helpful if I load up my paper trading account here. Get in there. All right, let me reset this thing a little bit here.
Yeah,
Not that
this
I'm
one's been in a downtrend for a while, at least since October. And today it kind of broke out of it, and it's just been making runs all day long,
mm-hmm. Cool,
all day.
cool. Now, so as you can see, a chart to chart to chart. Now, I don't trade any of this stuff, but I can come in here. So if I've never traded, can I look at the other minor Bitcoins on here, like Fart Coin and all them goofy things you guys trade?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, absolutely. Like I can give you a few others that are running if you want
Well,
to.
there's a question, there's a comment over there in TikTok, TRUMP.
Uh,
I don't know if,
yeah, you can get that coin.
yeah,
I don't know if it's moving right now.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna stick with stuff that's moving. I ain't gonna watch paint dry because the purpose is just
Yeah.
not to trade Bitcoin, but rather just trading in general. So, in that regards, if I want to trade this SOMI, all right, well, I can't do anything yet. Now I do have my basic indicators up here, right? Coaches 3.0 indicators. Before I trade anything, I need a roadmap. I need places that I need to know where does it historically trade at. How long would that take me to do that? Well, literally under a minute. It'll probably take me a few minutes long or a few seconds longer because I'm going to explain what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out on a longer term thing. I usually go 4 hours and I'll go 2 minutes. And I'm going to look for, and I'm going to explain kind of what I'm doing here before I do it. I'm going to look for multiple places, historical levels, these peaks and valleys. I can look across here and see if I pop a line right there, you know what I mean? So I can come up here and I can pop these levels on here. Oops, don't need that. Don't need yeller. Let me see here, get my settings changed here a little bit, showing some stuff. So I can come in here now. Again, I don't get real super tight on these things, but I mean, if I was trading it every day, I obviously would. So what I'm going to look for is multiple touches, and I'm going to pop some lines on there, right? And I'm going to go through here and get to historical levels. I'm looking for multiple touches along the same thing. See how these peaks and valleys across here, right? Now, I can tweak this a little bit while I'm looking at it. So this is going to do is give me a little bit of a roadmap on the history. Where does this thing like to trade at? Again, I don't know what this is. I don't know what it does. I don't care, right? A chart's a chart's a chart. I have never even heard of this thing till right now, till Chris mentioned it. But you know what? I don't care. It doesn't matter to me because I can trade anything in the world. I can trade futures. I can trade crypto. I can trade stocks. I can trade stock options. I can do it all. It's not because I'm a great trader. It's because I'm using the basic principles that Coach teaches us every day here at American Dream Trading, right? Now I can go in here and I'm just popping some lines on here right now just to kind of give you a visual, all right? So I'm going a longer term now. Maybe I'll go down to 2 minutes, right? Again, when I do this for real, it literally takes me under 30 seconds, if even that long, to do this, right? So now I'm going to go down to a shorter term. And again, it's your chart. You can put whatever lines you want on it, right? You don't want to overcomplicate it, which if you see some of my charts, you're like, really? It seems like you are, Mark. Yeah, well, it is that way sometimes. So I got a few lines on here. I can scroll back and look for some other historical levels that's recently popped up, but that's all right. We'll just go ahead and go with this. I may even want to put it on a 1 minute chart if it's moving fast enough, right? You get a little bit more reaction. It's up to you what time frame. If 1 minute makes you nervous, right? If you see too much candle movement, we'll go to a higher time frame. Put it on a 2 minute, put it on a 5 minute, whatever you like, and then just trade a trade. So let me get this all straightened out here. Again, Somi, I don't know what it is. Don't care, right? So now I have at least something to go by. Now I need some more information to the upside here, but matter of fact, let me go. I mean, you can use any time frame you want to chart. Let me pop this on a 1 hour. There's a 1 hour here, and pretty much come close to touching that anyway. We'll just leave that there. Scroll back here a little bit. Again, if I had more, if I'm really going to trade something for the first time, I'm going to get into it and get really good charting on here. So let me see here. I'm scrolling back through some little tighter time frames here. This is an hour. Don't really need an hour. I don't chart on an hour, but I'm just looking for some extra lines to pop up on here, right? Just to give me some points of decision, okay? And I can look through here and see, does it tend to trade in certain areas here, right? Again, I'm not going to sit here and fine tune all this. I just want something as a guidepost, right? So I can go back here, go back 2 minutes, reset my chart here real quick. All right. So now I have a few more lines that I can get into. All right. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to type them into your social media chat box there. We'll try to answer your questions as time allows. So just hang tight, be patient if you're asking questions. So anyway, I can see right here that we got, matter of fact, I can probably just go ahead and pop a line right there, right? Why? Because I can see this is the level it liked, right? So I can put that there. I can see how the wick stopped and rejected there. So now I have something that I can work with. Do I want to pop another line here? Yeah, I don't know, right? I don't know anything about the personality of this, but I can still get in here and start trading. So I can get in here if this breaks to the upside over here. I don't know how many of these things do you buy at one time, Chris? 1,000?
I don't know. It's pennies. Each one's 34 cents.
Yeah. Well, if this breaks and holds above this level that I just drew here, I can probably enter this trade, right? So.
Yep. It'll break and hold the 9 right there. Well, it'll break.
Well, it's getting ready to, right? Break and hold. All right. And again, this ain't about what kind of money I make. This is by the way, this is a paper trading account. So anything you see here is not real money, but there we go. Has that got some umph to the upside? Yeah, a little bit.
There you go. There you
go. Bang, bang.
Hell yeah.
Oh, look at that. Boy, am I a freaking crypto genius or what?
There you go. All right, I just took
look at that. Man, you gotta buy a lot of this stuff to make money.
I just took 50% on a trade in that one candle.
There you go. Right, you saw that. I'm gonna let this run. I'm showing you my P&L over here. I'm just letting it run, but you saw where I entered, and I was up $1.70 or whatever. I could have clicked sold, but again, this is a paper trading simulated account. I just want you to see how that moves. When I'm trading, I don't have this turned on, so I just want you to see that. But you see how my entry was. You heard Chris say he could have locked 50% in right there. Bang, bang. Right now, I don't know what this is. I don't know what Somi is. I don't even care what Somi is, but can I make money trading this? I most certainly can. I was up $1.70. Apparently, you got to buy a lot of this, but it's micro pennies, right? So you want to buy, a bunch. If I'd put 10,000 or 20,000 in there, yeah, there would be some there. The money don't matter, right? It's the skill. It's what we're doing, the evaluation. I was waiting on the break of this level, this double top break. There's my break and hold. I wanted my next candle to start on the shoulder. Now it's pulled back, obviously. Ideally, you want to see the next candle start on the shoulder of the previous. And why is that? Well, because this is the body of the candle, in this case, the green candle, where it stopped, the body is up on top. That's where the price ended. So I want to see the new price, the new candle start where the old one ended at. So right here, so that's how you get them stair steps up. If it doesn't start on the shoulder, that could be a little bit of a weak candle. Doesn't mean it won't go up, but it's just a stronger candle. But so you saw that in real time. It did break and hold. This candle actually did go up here, and it had some oomph, had some volume to the upside, right? And I could have clicked out. That would have been $1.70. If I had 10,000 shares, right, on up, it would have been $170, right? So that's how you do that. I've never heard of this a day in my life. Ever heard of this? And you saw I had a stop there, pre-programmed stop. So. Yes, Dave is awesome. He's over there on the TikToks, right? the point of all of this is now I can trade this to the downside, right? I guess you can. Yeah, I can. I can do anything I want, right? Let's make this interesting just for visual representation purposes. We'll go lots of shares. All right. So I can do a break and hold below this level if it breaks and holds below the 21 here, right? There's my break. This is actually my entry here. I missed it, but can I get in here now? It's a little late. Yeah, I can. It's kind of late. I missed my good entry. Can I scalp this? Well, look what it did. I've never charted this before, never traded. Where's it holding up at? Right on a historical level, right? Look at that. Man, this is canny. It's like Coach has a secret code or something. He don't. He's just educating us. Oh, I'm sitting here talking. Anyway, you don't chase candles. Up here was my entry, not down here. I just want to see how this price moves. There you go. I can be up $10 right now. I can be up $50 right now, $40, right? See how that works over here? All right, bang, bang, right? Lock in $10 right there. That easy. It broke the 9. There's my candle, confirmation candle on the shoulder of the previous candle with some oomph to the downside. I would have got in. Actually, this is the place entry because it broke through the next level, plus the 21 was there. Now, can I keep trading this? Yeah, I bet I've already got out of it. The first pullback there is usually the strongest, so we'll let it go. But that's all it is. I don't know what this is. I don't even know what it does. I don't know its personality. Now, if I traded this every day, I would be even better at this. Look at that one. That's on the shoulder of the previous. Is it going to have oomph to the downside? Let's see. It ain't too convincing. Am I convinced? Here's the other thing. This is a trend channel. It's a regression channel, right? It shows you the general direction. As you can see, this is going upward. So the trend is up overall. Do I want to counter trend? Well, you go against the trend, you can get your face ripped off. I am also in the center of the median, the median, the average, right in the middle of the channel, right? You don't like to diddle in the middle. Can I enter a trade here? Yeah, I can enter a trade anytime, right? But is this an optimal area to get into? Probably not, right? Number one, I'm going counter trend. Number two, I'm diddling in the middle. And as you can see how much this, I'm getting smacked here, right? It was not a very good place to enter a trade. I'm going to show you what happens when you do things that you're not supposed to in addition to things you're supposed to, right? This is the penalty for just getting impatient and jumping in. Now, can this I still get green? Yeah. Again, it doesn't matter. This is a simulated account, but I'm going to leave this P&L here. You never leave your P&L open, right? You don't need to see what you're making. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table. There's time for counting when the dealing's done. So if you look at this number here, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm down $150. I gotta get out of this. Well, maybe you should. But you might also say, oh, I'm up $150. Oh, I gotta take that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to show your P&L. All your brokers have a way of hiding that, right? So I can come up here. In this case, all I gotta do is click one button, right? Now it's off there. So, all right. So this shows me I have about 100,000, right? Am I making money? How do I know if I'm making money or losing money? Well, I'm doing a short for one thing. It's minus. So for me to make money, it's very simple. How do I know I'm making money? Well, when it gets below this line where I got in, anything here down, I know I'm making money. Anything here up, I know I'm losing money. It's that simple. It doesn't matter how much I'm making, right? Trade the trade that's in front of you, okay? When you start looking at dollar signs, I'm looking over here. I'm not watching what's going on over here. As I can see here on my indicators, this was a bad place to enter anyway, because this is at the pre-market high setting. I don't know. It's not really a pre-market in crypto, but at the 4 a.m. mark, this was a level here, right? You can see these candles kind of stop right there initially. Here's today. It was, well, see, it's crypto's 24/7, so these really don't work that well with crypto, but I can turn them off. But I don't need to know. I don't need to know how much money I'm making. All I know is if I get down here, I'm making money. Chris.
Yeah, just an FYI, you got 12 minutes before the daily candle closes. So that's going to make VWAP adjust and probably bring in a little volatility.
Okay. There's all these little things that you could do to help give you an education. Oh, Chris, she's here. My favorite. She's here. Vegan. Vegan knowledge over there on YouTube. Oh, you're my favorite vegan. I know that other one's over there too, but you are my favorite. I just wanted to get that out over there. Vegan, thanks for joining us. The point of it is, all right, so right now I must be at break even right here, pretty close, right? So if this comes down below where my little widget is here, I know I'm in the money, right? I'm playing a short to the downside. Now this was not a good entry, okay? I'm just showing you. So again, this is simulated, so don't be freaking out because I'm losing money. I'm not losing real money. I wouldn't have got in here to start with. But I know because I'm going short, if until this gets below this way, moves down, I'm losing money, right? If it gets below that line, I'm making money. Look at it bounce right off this. See this little, this is an indicator that's built into coaches things here. But can I get in up here smelling like a rose? Well, yeah. Well, what's the odds of that? Well, statistically, look, see, this is where this one came up and stopped, its candle. Is that a strong level? Maybe if I scroll back, I might even find a level there. Why did this stop here? Well, there's probably a reason, a historical reason. So anyway, you want to make sure, because your entry is your key to profits, right? So without that, if I jump in late, now I'm sitting there struggling trying to make $1, right? And so now I'm really waiting, the pressure's on. Now, if I'd have got in up here on the break and to hold with oomph to the downside, I would have got in up here, right? And I would be in a profit. I wouldn't be sitting there freaking out. Oh, I'm losing money, right? So you don't chase candles. You do not compromise whatever your entry criteria is, right? So once you've established what type of trading style you like, you got to decide, what is my entry to the upside? What is my entry to the downside? And do not compromise it. Don't chase trades. Let the trade come to you. All right. You go chasing stuff, chasing candles, whatever. This large candle like this, you can get a 50% pullbacks, but you see it more on these large ones like this. See, here's a perfect example. Right. There's this huge rise in these candles. Look at the pullback. That's about 50. That's 50, good 50%. Why is that? Because when you get these sudden bursts of energy, certain bursts of volume, that's money, right? That's a lot of money. Especially if you're holding a lot, right? You're holding a lot of contracts. So what do you think people are going to do when this thing suddenly shoots to the moon? Well, I'm going to get out. I'm going to lock in my profit. Well, then people sell it, and that's what you get here. And generally, you get a 50% retracement, and then people jump back in. It doesn't happen all the time. But statistically, we see that, and I trade. I'm going to close this out. I trade that way. We'll get on these large candles, and we'll do a 50% pullback and jump in there and make money. All right, so here I am coming up. Okay, broke the 9. I'm waiting on the break and hold of the 9. All right. Now, can I jump in here now? Yeah, I can do anything I want, right? I don't take nothing to click a mouse. But look right here. See these candles where they stopped? Would that be a very good entry? I want to kind of see it move up a little bit above that, right? I can't stand 2 minutes, Chris. It's too slow. I need 1 minute. There we go. What do you usually trade these on, Chris? 1 or 2 minutes?
It depends. I mean, we're pretty late to an EWO, so I'd be on a 1 minute.
Yeah.
I would, and if you look at the chart's going to be a lot better.
Yeah, now my next candle is going to start here in 5 seconds. I want to see it start on the shoulder of this candle. Well, I actually want to see it eat that wick too. So if it starts on the shoulder, there it is. It's on the shoulder, but it's right there at 21. Now I got to see some oomph, some volume to the upside before I get in this. And really, I want to see it eat that candle, that wick right there. All right, so that have oomph. Does that convince you it might want to go up? Can I enter the trade? There's a little bit of volume, right? The only problem is I'm at the bottom of the channel here. So am I making money? Well, right here is where my entry is. How do I know I'm making money? Well, if it gets above right here, I'm in the green. I don't need to know what I'm making. I can look at my P&L statement after the fact, right? Just trade to trade. Trade what you see in front of you, and then lock in your whatever your profits are at. When you, if you watching the dollar signs, greed is going to overtake you, or you'll see a negative number and you'll get scared out before it moves. So you need to trade what you see in front of your face. Don't worry about this over here. This shows you I have 100,000 contracts, right? Of this, 1,000 shares, whatever it is, right? Trade to trade, it's in front of you. All right, so this next candle is just starting here. Does it have any, doesn't convince me it wants to go up there, right? No volume, no real volume there, no oomph. So I got to be cautious, right? Manage my trade, but I don't know how much money. You can see I'm actually below my line, so I know I'm losing money right now. That's all you need to know. right? It doesn't matter. You could be making $10 or 10 million. It don't matter. Trade to trade. You don't know. This thing may come shoot to the moon up here, right? I'm at the bottom of the channel, which is a bad thing to start with, but we're playing some upward momentum, maybe, right? You know, who knows? This thing might shoot all the way back up there. How much would that be? That'd be quite a bit, wouldn't it? That'd be exciting if that thing would all of a sudden shoot back up there, right? You can see it is volatile. So the ATR on this is 0.0036. So there's a little tool. There's different tools you can use if you really want to see what that looks like. I gotta find the one here. See, I'm talking, I'm losing money, but it doesn't matter. Trying to just show you some different things you can do. Let's see. I got all these other stuff.
Because we do a lot of perpetuals, and this would be one I would be doing a perpetual on. In fact, I am. I like to use that measuring tool and see the candle depth, like how big the percentage is. Kind of on average with the movement that you're seeing right now.
Yep, that's what I'm trying to. I can never remember. Oh, here it is. I want to do this here, just kind of give me a rough idea, because you know, so I can go like this. Point. What that say? An average of, well, we'll just say 40. We'll go 40 because we want to pad the ATR a little bit. There's the average right now is right about there, about right there. But we'll pad it a little bit more because you always want to pad your ATR somewhat, right? We'll just add 2. So if I got in here, all right, just on average, now ETR means average. It's average true range, right? What is the average right now? Again, that changes over time, but every minute actually. So if I got in here, just the average, now doesn't mean, now this ATR doesn't mean it's going to go one way that much. It can go up halfway and go back down halfway. That's a range, right? It can go up 10 cents, come down 5 cents, right? Go up 10 cents, come down 5 cents. So this can move this amount of distance in a trade. So I can easily go the same thing, right? I can grab this. It could go, if I just split the difference, right? So I can go, it may just come up to here or it may drop down to here on average. Does this look like an average candle? Absolutely not. Look at that giant sell-off, right? So it's an average. That's why you add extra to your stops. Now this stop up here is way huge. I just have a standard stop I enter with on every trade. This would not be my standard stop, but so this is the average that this will move per candle, in this case, the 1 minute candle. So I can kind of use that just to eyeball now that I know what it looks like visually, because I've never traded this before today, never even heard of it. Now I got a kind of a visual reference in my brain. What's the average movement on it, right? I trade futures. I can look at the chart and kind of gauge in my own mind how far something moves on average, because I trade it all the time. This, I don't know its personality. I don't know how it moves. I can already see by looking at the chart, it's pretty volatile, right? Nice moves up, nice moves down. That's what you want to see. I could trade this making money going up. I could make money going down, and we could even make money going sideways, right? So with this, I can kind of hang in there. It gives me a little bit. So this here, well, look, so here's the average down to here. So right now, that's an average down pull right on that. You want to look at it that way, right? So that just gives you a kind of an idea so you don't freak out so much, right? Give it time to breathe. These candles have to breathe, and you have to adjust your stops accordingly. Obviously, I want a tighter stop, but I'm just kind of leaving it here so you can see, right? All right, so am I making money or am I losing money, folks? Well, I'm losing money. Why? How do I know that? Well, right here's where I got in, and my candle's below it. I'm going long, right? I don't need to know how much it is trade to trade. I'm still within the average, right? So if I need to make money, I need to get right there at the top of that. It's got potential to move that much. All right. So again, you want to make good entries. You don't chase candles. You don't compromise your entry, because then you get into these kind of things, right? Now I'm freaking out. I know I'm losing money. What do I do, right? And you end up holding on because you get hopium. Well, it might go back up. Well, it might not. It might go the other way, and you'll wreck your account. We don't do that. You have to have an exit strategy. If it goes down so far, then you're out of the trade. That's what stops do. Now, do I have to let that come cleared out of my stop to get out? No. I still got to draw a line in the sand. I'm not going to let that come all the way down on a normal basis. because I'm a scalper for one thing. But all right, let me go up here and review real quick just to see what's going on. What am I paper trading? This is crypto, but it doesn't matter. I'm not a crypto trader, but a chart's a chart's a chart. The same principles apply. Coach's trading strategies apply to stocks, stock options, crypto, futures, treasuries, bonds, you name it. It applies to everything. Once you learn it, you can trade everything. Once you learn how to chart, you can chart out any chart and trade any chart. Again, I've never heard of this. Chris mentioned it. I'm not a crypto trader. I mean, I know what Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana and, Doge and all the big name ones, but that's all I really know. Hey, K Smart, look at her over there. There we go. All right. Good to see K Smart over there. Get some members in here. Anyway, keep smashing the buttons. We only have 5,000 likes. Or hearts, likes. I want to see 30,000 there. Get busy clicking because I know you ain't trading unless you're a crypto trader. What's the green color above VWAP setting? Can I get that on Weeble? My understanding, this is just, all this is a cloud. It's a visual representation. That's all this is. You don't need this. You can turn this off. All that is filling in between the 55 EMA and the 21 EMA. What does that tell me? Well, it's just a visual. It's pretty. If it's green, it means obviously it's going up. If you see it red, it's going down, right? It's a trend, right? It's just filling it in, give you, if you look back here, you'll see, here and there, red, green, right? It's just a quick visual. That's all it is. Now, the other thing it does aid in, is it going up? Is the trend still a strong up? See how wide this is here? It started here, narrow, got wider. The distance between two, wider. That's why it fills it in. So you can see it better rather than trying to find the line, right? Now what's happening? The upward trend's starting to slow down. See how it's narrowing here? It may be getting into a position here that it may be wanting to switch directions. We don't know, right? But we're trading to trade. Anyhow, what'd I do? Did I click myself out of that? Look at that candle now. Did that move more than the average ATR? You daggone right it did. Look at that candle. So, that's all it is. I must have got stopped out. I did, right? I slid my stop up, but doesn't matter. Again, this is simulated training. But look at that. I would be making money in that trade. Look how volatile that is, right? Do I chase this candle? Well, no, but I could wait for the break and hold above it. This would have been my entry right here, right? Break of this level once it gets up above. Okay, so now am I going to get a break to the upside? Well, no, I'm going to wait for the break and hold of key critical levels. Look at this thing. Come on, Chris. What's going on with this thing? Look how volatile it is. This is crazy.
It's very volatile. But I told you the VWAP change that will bring in volatility there.
Cool. I like it. I like it. You can have fun with this.
Right? You can certainly have fun, but that candle, so it's also kind of a lower volume coin right now. So
yeah,
you've got candle right there as a 3% candle and still going.
Yep, there you go. So why wouldn't I enter that trade? Because I have never traded this before, but you saw me at the beginning of the program. We charted this out, right? A chart's a chart's a chart. Once you learn how to chart, what to look for, what to do, you can trade anything there is, any type of investment vehicle. So I have a historical line here, right? And look where it hit. Bang, bang, right? Same here. Come up, tried to get through it, couldn't, and rejected. Come back up, didn't quite go all the way up, but then this candle came up. Where did it stop at? Pretty much at that line, right? So that would be a pretty good line to be kind of keeping my eyeballs on, right? That's a good historical level. Same way down here. I drew this line down here as a historical marker. Well, look where this came down. Where'd that wick touch? Bang, bounced right off of it. Now what can I do? I could trade in between the two of those if I really wanted to, right? Now, what I personally, well, I missed the bounce. It's too late now, but I have the bottom of this trend channel. This can reject right here also. This is kind of a rough spot right here. But as a scalper, I would be afraid to do it. I just don't, I'm just not doing it right now. I had to been in tune and focused to catch that trade. Anyway, I hope where you all are living at, it's if you're involved in the winter storm that's smacking most of our country, then be safe. If you don't have to be out on the roads, no reason to go out. So it's going to hit our area here in Ohio, but it's going to start tonight, 10, 11 o'clock. I mean, it's already better cold, but the major snow, we're supposed to get over a foot of snow, supposedly. We'll see, right? By the way, if you have any questions or comments, all right, let me go back up here. Let's see if you got questions and comments. I already did. Okay, let me see. K Smart's there. Let's see. How do I get the red and green on the chart? You talking about this cloud, or are you talking about these lines there, Mark Sutter Home? I don't know which ones you want. These are what you see on my chart. Comes with your paid membership for VIP, VIP Gold, Diamond members, Futures members. This is included in here. Was what this is. It's a add-on. It's part of your paid membership. Now you have to have a standalone. This is TradingView, by the way, which is probably the most popular charting software in the world, right? Excluding the major brokers. It's pretty. You can do all kinds of stuff. I could turn this cloud off. I can make this color lighter. I can make this green pink if I want to, right? As you can see, it kind of clouds up things here a little bit, but I can adjust all this. I can turn it off. I can hide it, right? I can come over here and do all kinds of things, right? I can hide the indicators right there. So right now I can just trade the lines. Do I need all that stuff? No, I don't. Does those things aid in helping me make decisions on trading? Yes, it does. So they're just tools, right? It's a tool to use. So here was the ATR on that a minute ago, right? So yes, all this stuff's customizable. You can change the colors, make them lighter, darker, whatever. We have members that are in here that are colorblind, right? Have reduced vision. They change the colors on her so they can see it better, right? Some people can't see certain colors, so they can change this. So everything in here is customizable. Matter of fact, I have a lot of things turned off. I just don't use them. What's that?
Oh, I just got a notification on one that jumped 30%. Fluid, FLUID, currently above VWAP. Kind of using VWAP as support on the 2-minute. You've got you're into the 2-minute EWO on it.
Well, there you go. See, now here's the problem, right? You just heard Chris call this out, right? It's already moving. Do I jump in? Oh my gosh, look, it's going to the moon, right? Well, we don't chase shiny pennies, right? I don't have this charted out. I need something. I need a roadmap to go by, Chris, before I can start jumping in this. Now, can I? Yeah, I can. You can see it broke out. Here's an example how coaches' indicators work without me even having this charted out. Let me spread this out a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. All right, I'm going to blow it up here a little bit. So I have the trend channel that we were talking about. Here's the top of the trend channel. The red line's the bottom of the trend channel. The mean or the median's in the middle, this gray line, right? I always respect the green line and the red line. See how this, look at how that just stopped. I would not enter this trade until it broke and held above here. And then I could have played this up. Now you have VWAP right there. So now the great thing about this trade is all my indicators are in my rear view mirror. VWAP, the 9, the 21, the 55, right? I don't know where the 200 is. We're going to find that here real quick, but 200 behind me or what? I don't know. We got to find it. Shrink this back up so we can see what's going on here. 200's here somewhere. Must be way down below. All right, I ain't gonna worry about it, but oh, it's right here. All right, so we're all right. So now this is a pretty nice trade because now I don't have any impediments coming up other than historical levels. Now, how can I get, again, we'll do this again. You see me do this early at the beginning. I need to get me some historical lines on here. Right here's a 4-hour chart. Look where we're at. We're at a 4-hour level, historical level right there, right? So we need some charting here to get to kind of verify and protect us, to help us make better investment decisions where this thing likes to trade at. I don't know what this is either. Never heard of it. It's crypto. I don't care about it, but can I make money trading this? Absolutely, I can, right? I can go down here, pop a line there. I didn't really want one there, but so now I can scroll back here, right? And I can see where the other historical levels are in case it breaks out, right? Again, now I'm not fine-tuning my line. I'm not zooming in. I'm just showing you here. I'm getting some lines on to get me some points of reference for trading, right? Do I want to how many I want to put on there? Well, that's up to you, right? How many you want to get. I'm looking for multiple points of touches, right, to put lines on there. So now I have a little bit. Is that enough? Well, I don't know. Maybe not, right? Maybe I want some more lines. You want to go up. Obviously, you don't need to chart to 0. You don't need to chart to 1,000. You want to get going. Again, I don't spend this much time getting charting going when I'm trying to get in to trade something. I'm just showing you for purposes. See how all these here bang, 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 right? These are your historical levels. This is on a 4-hour chart. So in case this does break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side, Don. It could do it. There we go. So now I could go down to a shorter time frame. I can go down to whatever. I can go down to 2 minutes, however I want to do it, right? Now I have a roadmap, something to help you make decisions as it approaches these things, right? This can help me be a better, more confident trader. So I got a nice space between here and there. I can run it up. Look at, didn't I just draw this line here on a 4-hour? Look at it. Bang, bang. Look at it bounce right off that. See how historical levels matter? If I can see it's trading at that area and rejecting or slowing down, well, so can the rest of the world, right? Now, we missed the good EWO entry here. We could have entered here. The second candle larger than the first on the color change. So if I was playing EWOs, I don't know if I'd want to on this without knowing anything about it, but right here would have been my entry, Coach's EWO. Right here would have been my entry. Am I still into profits? Yep. Is there any reason to get out of this trade? Had I entered the EWO down here? Nope, no reason to get out, right? As long as it stays up here above VWAP, stays up above the 9, there's no reason to exit this trade. Let the trade run. I'm making money if I would have got in, here, right? I would have got in here right above this line, and I'd be riding that donkey all the way up. Let it go. Let it do its thing. Now, again, as you get money, you can slide your stop up to protect your profits, right? So, yeah, that cloud, that's part of the paid coaches 3.0 indicators, Mark. You do have to have a subscription to TradingView. TradingView is not associated with American Dream Trading in any way. It's an totally independent program. It's a subscription model. Costs you about $15 a month for the basic. Now I have the top level ones just because I share my screens as a moderator, and I like lots of tabs open. There's all kinds of ways you can do it, but it runs you around $15 a month for it. I love it. I highly recommend you get it. And you can get Coach's Indicators if you have the appropriate membership level. All right. What's going on here, Coco? We're making money. How about it? I'm not. This is crypto, but we're learning how to trade. We're learning how to chart a chart. I don't trade crypto. I don't even have an account. Don't know what this is, but we charted it out real quick, and now we're trading a trade. Had I been in this, had looked at this earlier, if I was a crypto trader, I would have been just like Chris, paying attention to scanners, right? See what's moving. You could get in there and take advantage of it. But I could trade this now, right? I don't know what it is. Don't care what it is. All I want to do is trade to trade, make money. Bang, bang, right? In and out. All right. Is the market open? Well, sure. Crypto market's open 24/7. Futures market's open 23 hours a day, 5.5 days a week. No, the New York Stock Exchange is closed. It's the weekend. But we're using, because crypto's live, I'm using this is paper trading. I'm not really trading real money like Chris might be. But on the other crypto traders, I'm using this as for demonstration purposes because a chart's a chart. Once you learn how to chart, you can trade stocks, stock options, crypto, futures, stocks, bonds, treasuries, anything. You can trade oil, gold, anything you want to trade. It's the same techniques. We teach you that here at American Dream Trading. We will never tell you when to buy. We will never tell you when to sell. What we are is an education and training program. We want you to help you develop the skills needed to do what you see me doing here, all right? And it's a skill that you develop over time. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Obviously, everybody is not doing it because it is not easy. You have to put into work. It's developing a new skill. If you want to learn to play the guitar, you got to put the time and effort into it. You got to put the sweat equity. You got to show up. You got to do it every day, right? If you want to be a brain surgeon, well, there's requirements. You got to get the education also, right? Learn to go. Now, can I enter this trade here again? If it breaks and holds above here, I can enter the trade, right? What is this thing? It's $3. Oh, I don't even have my, hang on here. I got to get the paper trading turned on here on this. All right. All right. So we want to help you develop the skills that's needed to do this, right? Anybody can learn how to do this. Is it easy? No. You want to put the work in. If that's the case, you can learn to do this. But it's work. It's developing a skill. right? Takes time. You're not going to be the next millionaire this week. You're not going to be, I don't care what them little tick toddlers tell you. You're not going to be driving Lambos. Anybody that shows you that garbage, move on. They're full of it, right? So anyway, Coco, we're learning how to chart. We're learning how to make decisions at entry, right? I have a chart. Never heard of this until Chris mentioned it, until he called it out, right? Now I missed my good entry on EWO, but had I been watching this, following it, we could have been in this already, right? So what I'm waiting on now is a break and hold above this level here. I want to see the break of this line and the next candle start on the shoulder of the previous, just like this one is here, right? But it's got to break and hold with oomph to the upside. What do I mean by oomph? Well, look at this candle. Is that convincing you it wants to really go up? There ain't much oomph there, right? No volume. Well, maybe there is now, right? That's what I'm looking for, right? But I want to see it break and then the next candle and hold on that. Again, no, I'll probably be going on 1 minute here anyway, but I just wanted to show you what the EWO deal there. Okay. I am breaking out above this channel, which is good. All right. I like that. All right. So I'm setting up myself for a trade here. All right. I'm watching. Patience is part of trading. You got to wait. Don't force the trade. Wait for your criteria. What did I tell you my criteria is? Has to break this line, which it is, and I want to see the next candle start on the shoulder now of this candle with some oomph to the upside. If it has it, then I can enter the trade. Bang, bang, right? We have 3 seconds here before the next candle starts. Let's see what happens here. All right, there it is. It's starting on the shoulder of the previous. Does it have oomph to the upside? Are you convinced it wants to go up? Absolutely not. See that? If I'd have just jumped in there, I'd have been in a losing trade. Now, this could still go up. But right now, I'm not convinced it wants to. What's it doing? It's hanging out here. Do I need to maybe tweak this line a little bit? Maybe, right? I can go up here and get this a little bit tighter, right? Now that I drew a historical level, okay? There, it's a little tighter. That makes more sense, right? That line. So I really want to see this get up here above this line. So it's got to break and hold. I have a better line. When I drew these lines, you saw how I did. I took a big picture, zoomed out away, and then just slapped some lines there. Bang, 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 right? Then I can go back and tweak them later when I get time. But this at least gives me into the trade, potentially to get into trade with some points of decision. You wouldn't drive from Miami, Florida to Anchorage, Alaska without a map, would you? Well, where's Anchorage at in relationship to Miami? Well, it's northwest, right? Well, if you don't head far enough north or far enough west, you're not going to get to Anchorage. Yeah, you may get to the West Coast. You may get on that side of the country. But if you don't go north enough, right, you can end up in Los Angeles, right? If you don't go west enough, well, who knows where you can. All right, here we go. There's the break.
There you go.
All right. I'm still at the top of this trend channel. I'm going to give it a little bit more. This trend channel I respect every time. I want to see actually a break and hold here now. I'm going to wait just a hair more. Yes, am I giving up some potential profit? Sure. But I may save myself on my account in the long run. I tell everybody every day, if you don't, you got to learn to respect Coach's 3.0 indicator regression channel lines. If not, you'll learn the hard way. There's the top of the channel. There's the bottom of the channel. I really respect the top. It's just like drawing the historical lines on your chart. Wait for it to get away from that, right? Look at that. Look, see? What'd I tell you? How much more? Did I tell you what was going to happen before it happens? Huh? Didn't I tell you?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Jeez. Almost like I could.
Is this not why you were here?
All right. Wow. Break and hold. By the way, if you're being in the affected areas of this winter storm, and I missed my good entry there, but it's all right. Oh, look at that. I'm up $32 already. $36, $22. All right. Want to see this get up here? I want to see, let's see where this next candle's going to start at. Right. I do have a stop here. So if it pulls back, this ain't a big enough stop, but I'm just going to leave it there anyway. I'm risking.
All right. I went ahead and took it there. That was,
yeah,
I think 300%, 200%.
Good job. That's how we make money.
Yeah, now I'm just doing I'm doing part of the small account challenge that I've got going on.
Good.
And the crypto Zoom. So I'm just doing really small positions. So really quick scalps, really small positions. And my fee to get in was very minimal. Very, very minimal. Like not even noteworthy minimal.
There you go. As you
Yeah.
can see, I have my P&L turned on this. You don't trade this because now I'm sitting there staring at, who's over here staring at this dollar amount, seeing this move over here, instead of watching the candle. I guarantee you most of you were watching the money go up and down, weren't you? Well, look, he had $30. Why didn't he take it? Right? Oh, he's losing. Why ain't he out of the trade? Right? Well, guess what? You're home watching that. I can guarantee you, if you're trading it this way, you're watching. You need to turn this feature off on your trading. Well, I'm up 16. Take it, take it, take it. Right?
You're doing 1,000 of them, right?
Yes, 1,001 actually.
Okay, so your entrance to get in, I'm gonna give you a 25x leverage. Would have been $150. Actually, it's 140.
Yeah, this is without leverage. This is straight up trade, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, as your paper trade, yeah, there's no leverage in that. But so that would have been a 50% trade that you're in right now.
Oh, I just got a text from my brother. He lives down there in the, I won't tell you exactly what town, but in Fort Worth area. They got snow on their sidewalk. Oh, and it's cold, 16 in Texas down there. Oh, poor baby. Come up here to Ohio where you grew up, kid. We're going to get over a foot of snow. Look at that, Chris. I'm up $56. If I'd have had a 10x leverage, I'd be up 560, wouldn't I? Is that how that works?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Oh, Chris,
well, not exactly. No.
Okay.
No, if your quantity is going to stay the same, it's just the amount of money that you're putting up as risk.
Okay. I don't get 10x the money on a 10?
It's so instead of 1,000, you could be doing 10,000, for example, with the same buying power.
Oh, okay. It's not. So in essence, it would have been, right? It added two extra zeros. Look at that, Chris. You got out too soon. Look at all that money.
I'm okay with it.
I tell you what, I'm just the world's best trader, ain't I, Chris? Look at that. No,
Yeah,
I'm not. I used
there.
entry criteria to get in this trade, right?
Yeah. The other reason I took it there, believe it or not, it was a good place to take it right at the top of the trend channel, but my kids keep coming in and out and yelling and screaming and distracting me. So it's
Chris,
like
I'd be up 10 grand on this already. I'm up $100.
There you go.
Now I'm going to show you something. See how that can? I always want to see the candles on the shoulder of the previous. That's a sign of strength. That's not a guarantee. Don't get your bloomers in a twist here, right? Well, what happened? I have a historical line that I just charted on there not too long ago for the very first time. Look at what it did. Come up there and resisted, right? I'm trying to break and hold above this trend line. I'm up $126. I'm liking this crypto thing, Chris. The only thing stopping me from trading crypto is potential divorce. I'm already trading 12 hours a day as it is. If I get a crypto account, I'd be trading 7 days a week. That wouldn't fly in my household.
It's great practice, though. Tell you that. Right. Especially with how wiki it can be. Crypto can be pretty wiki.
Mm-hmm.
Wiki. I mean, you know that from futures, so
correct.
The futures is pretty much the same on that regard. But it can be, especially with the volume and everything, it can be everywhere, and it plays with your emotions,
Not me, Chris. I'm stone hard cold now.
Yeah, you took your heart and threw it away.
Yeah, well, I'm a boomer, Chris. I don't have emotions. No, but it is. But you are right. It will play with your emotions. As you gain experience and over time, hopefully you get those under control, right? I don't get as freaked out on pullback. Now, if I'm over here watching that, there's $134. Why aren't you taking that money, Mark? You just see how much, oh my God. Right? Don't do that. You can turn all this off, right? I'm just doing this for entertainment purposes so you can see how a candle movement will affect price. Now, my issue here is I'm at a level. This candle did not start on the shoulder, so this is ripe for a potential on a pullback right here, right? Doesn't mean it will. Doesn't mean it can't blow through and go up, but I should have my, if I'm worried about profit, go ahead and lock it out. I can always re-enter. Okay, now this one started above the previous, but until I break out of this area right here, right, I'm not convinced this is going up any higher. right? This is a decision point. Point of decision. Do I get out of the trade? Do I stay in the trade? Well, let's watch the trade. We're going to manage the trade. We're not going to manage our P&L. Okay? We shouldn't care what this says. I got in here. The candle's up here. I know I'm making money. That's all you need to do. Don't worry about this. If you're looking over here, you're distracted. I'm not paying attention to the candle. How do I know that? Because that was how I used to be, right? If you do this, you're going to manage you're trading your profit and loss instead of a candle. You can't let yourself get distracted, right?
Squirrel!
Right? Don't do that. So there is settings up. Now I'm leaving this up here just so you can see, but there's a setting. I can come up right here, and this is in Trading View. All your brokers and trading softwares will have something similar, right? That you can come over and get rid of that. Oh, doggone it. What did I do? I just closed out my contract, didn't I? What did I do? Where'd it go? Anyway, doesn't matter. Anyway, must have bumped it. All right. So anyway, I'm out of that. Oh, there it is. There it is. I hit it accidentally. All right. I'm still up 140. If this was the 10x leverage, I'd be up 1,200 bucks right now, Chris. Why didn't you tell me that, Chris? I could have bought more.
Yeah, could have. Well, here's the deal: is you got to make sure your account size can hold it too. But
well, obviously, yes.
I don't know. I think you're gonna have a problem with that.
$3 times 1,000? No.
Think you might have a little problem there, Mark.
Yeah, I might. It's all right. This is for demonstration purposes, right? Doesn't
Just
matter
kidding.
whether it's 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, right? You make the same percentage, right? This is just wanting to show you how
It's all about percentages, all of it.
All of it. Right?
And that's the thing. I don't think people don't, especially if you're not, if you're new to trading or anything like that. Look, do the math on taking $1. I mean, we're up right now. We called this at was actually ended pulling back a little bit, so it was like 25% by the time you pulled it up, and it just hit 42%. That's what 15% in a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
And it's still going up. Okay.
All right.
Do the math on taking trades and how many trades it would take you at 15% to get up to $1 million. It's a lot less than you think. Just a little bit at a time, building up your account, a little here, a little there. Percentages, they add up real quick. And when you start multiplying them, it's like it keeps going, right?
Well,
I mean,
one of our newest millionaires, he was about ready to quit at one point, and he accepted. One of our other moderators was talking one day. He said, "Well, don't worry about how much you're making. Set a goal for 1%." And he did, and now he's a millionaire. Literally, less than what, a year? I don't know if it was even that long. To be honest with you, they quit focusing on the dollar amounts and went by percentages. You can grow your account a percentage a day, or whatever every time you trade. It's going to add up.
Yep, a little bit at a time.
I can enter with 1,000 contracts. Chris can enter with 100. If we both enter and exit at the same time, guess what? We make the same percentage in that trade, right? It's all it is the zeros at the end, right? If you're trading 10, you trade 10, Chris trades 100, I trade 1,000, and we enter and exit exactly at the same time. We make the exact same percentage gain on our money, right? So
and where is it? If you put your money in a 401k, you make 10%, 15%. Sometimes you lose money if you're not managing it. A year, we just made that in minutes.
Yeah,
minutes there.
So see what I did here now? You can actually use your stop loss to lock in profits. So I slid this up. As this moves up, I can slide my stop up and lock in more profits, or I could just take the $187 right now and get out. But I'm going to let it run. I'm going to let the runners run. You hear Coach talk. So what I'll generally do as it reaches the new levels. Now, if it breaks and holds out of this level, I'll slide my stop up below that level. I'll lock in about 50% of the gains every time it keeps rising, right? Now, you got to manage the average ATR, right, which is basically 10 cents. So that's quite the move, right? So you got to keep enough space, right?
Yeah, I think the ATR is kind of thrown out right now because of how far it jumped up.
Yeah, well, it's an average right now. It'll adjust, right? So
exactly. Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it down here below the 9. That's as long as it stays and holds above the 9, there's no reason to get out of this trade. Now, did I get the optimum thing? No, I didn't. Right? I'm a scalper. I could scalp this candle, right? Doesn't matter. But if we were doing the EWO, it would have been clear down here. Look at how much money you would be up. That was again, this is a 1 minute chart. So, but anyway, that would have been around $2.80 to, this is just playing Coach's 2 minute EWO strategy, 280 to 380. You'd be up $1 per contract. Right? In that amount of time. And there was no reason to get out of this trade. Just stay in it. Let it go. There's still no reason to get out. Hey, Chris, I'm up 213 now. Look at that. Bang, bang. Right? What is my exit strategy? What am I going to do to get out? Well, if it breaks and holds below the 9, I'm out. Right? I don't know. If this thing shoots way up, I'm going to slide my stop up. All right. So what I tell you I was going to do, if it broke and held above this level, see the oomph to the upside, I'm going to slide my stop up just below that level. This could come back, pull back and retrace. Oh, look at that. I can slide all that in there. Woo! Man, I'm the world's greatest crypto trader. No, I'm not. I don't even trade crypto. This is a simulated account, folks. I only see 7,000 likes. We need to get to 30 real quick over there, TikTok. Start smacking them buttons, right? You're watching this for free, giving away free information to you. At least you could do is help us out. Number one, share this live feed. Also, smack that button. Hey, Chris, guess who's in the house? Guess who's in the house, Chris?
Who else we got?
Bucko's over there, TikTok.
Heck yeah, Bucko.
There he is. We got the whole gang in here today. This isn't a crypto session, but it is kind of. But what we're doing here is we're answering general trading questions, day trading. Since crypto is the only thing moving, we're using it to chart with, right?
I know we're up 50%, by the way, on fluid.
Look at that. Oh, Chris, it almost got me.
Yeah, I
got a line in the sand, don't I? I have a stop. You didn't see me move. Freak out, did you? I'm up 185, but I'm guaranteed 119, 120 bucks, right? Even if this pulls back.
So there's a 50% when these jump that far, which kind of like the 50% candle rule.
Right.
But especially with crypto, when you get that number, it's like that's where the whales start to dump. So you're going to want to protect yourself pretty, which is where it fell.
Yep, I ain't moving my stop. I'm gonna let it sit there. If I get stopped out, that's 120 bucks, right? Or it could have been 1,200 bucks, or it could have been 120,000, right? Don't move your stop. What you said, I could take 176 right now. Again, you don't want to be trading your P&L. You need to turn it off. But I'm doing this just so you can see how. Here's the current profit and loss, right? Well, why don't you take the 200 bucks? You only got it at 120. Well, how do I know this thing ain't going to go clear up here? We don't know. You don't know how high is high or how low is low, depending which way you're trading. Let the runner run. No reason to get out of this trade yet. Now, if this gets up here, right, up to this next level, I'll slide up my stop, lock in 50% of that, right, and so on and so forth. Or I could just leave my stop here altogether, never move it, let it go. But I won't do that. I'm a scalper. I would have been out of this trade 3 or 4 times already. But here we go. See, if I'd have got out, now I'm up 200 and, what's that say, 38. All right. Well, why don't you take that instead of 120? Well, how do I know this ain't going to go to 400 before it's over? I don't. And I'm not being greedy. I'm just letting the trade run. My exit is if it breaks and holds below the 9. Now, my stop's a little tight right now. If it breaks at all below the 9, I'm going to get stopped out. But I'm not moving it. I've already predetermined 120 bucks is good, right? That'll be right down here. I can move this a hair down further. Now, some people will put it down to 21. I don't want to go that low. I don't want to give that much up. That's a personal decision, but you need to decide where's your exit, right? Now I can click out of this right now and lock myself guaranteed 190 bucks instead of 120. But look, what did it do? Did it break and hold below the 9? Nope. It came back and retraced. What did Chris just say probably would happen, right? That they'd come in and start taking profit, right? So again, I'm showing you a crypto chart. I am not a crypto trader. Bucko and Chris are. They're our trading moderators. Chris, you hear Chris talking. Bucko's over there in the Tiki Talks. By the way, TikTok, if you have any questions about crypto itself, go ahead and ask it. Bucko's one of the trading moderators, and he's right there in the room right now. He's in the house. Now's a great good chance to get absolutely free information about the crypto, right? I'm not into crypto, but I'm in here trading the trade. I'm trading a chart. Doesn't matter. My thing is futures. I don't even really trade. I mean, I did do trade stocks, but I'm a futures trader. I love futures. That's my jam. That's my attention, right? So, but the same principles. There's no coach does not look at that. Boy, Chris, I'm up $300 almost now. Look at that, 309. I'm the world's greatest.
Yeah, it's a nice one right there.
Man, I might just quit trading futures, Chris, and go to crypto. What do you think?
I think you should. Nah,
I don't think so.
I think you should. Make $1 million bucks. Make $1 million bucks.
No, we ain't doing that. No. But I could.
I'm gonna get the futures people on me.
But it doesn't matter. I'm trading this just like I was trading futures. I'm trading this just like I was trading stocks. I'm trading this just like I was trading stock options. I'm trading this just like I was trading treasury bills. I'm trading this just like if I was trading bonds. Right? Why? Because coach teaches us the principles and things we need to know, and the decisions and the things to use to make a decisions to enter a trade. It doesn't matter. There's not special rules for trading this fluid crypto. Right? There's not special rules for trading futures. There's not special rules for trading stocks or stock options or treasuries or bonds or anything. The same principles apply. Get a strategy that we teach here for free. Well, you're learning it for free today. Get that paid membership, right? Now, if you look at the top of my screen up there, you see what you see in there? What's that say? Use promo code MARKET, checkout. You go to American Dream Trading. All right, we're going to let this run here. Can I slide my stop up? I can go up a little bit, but we're just going to leave it sit here for a little bit. I want to see this get closer to this line before I start sliding that up tighter. Again, I could have took the $300. Go to American Dream Trading. Go to our website. In fact, let me show it to you here real quick. I'll make it easy on you. I'll make it easy. I'll show you. Here we go. I know, blank screen. Hang on. Here we go. There we go. There's our website, American Dream Trading. All right. American Dream Trading dot, you know what? There's Coach. All right. All you got to do, we'll make it very simple, very easy for you. Click here to join our membership. Big old button. You can't make it, beat it. All right. There's our free, the workshop's over with. Hey, Bruno, you need to modify that. Get rid of that workshop word. So here's where you join our free Discord. It's always been free, always will be free. You can interact with other members of American Dream Trading. And here's all our different memberships, okay, that you can look at. I would highly recommend that you go, let's see, there's the crypto. You can join crypto. If you love crypto and everything crypto, you can hang out with Chris and Bucko, $50 a month. How much is it that they join for the whole year? Annual membership, Chris?
Ooh, yeah, I don't know.
Put you on the spot.
I don't know.
Let's find out.
You did.
Click the button.
Look,
there's three options.
Check the website real quick.
Three options. $50 a month, $250 for 6 months, $500 for the whole year. They still have this available? $1,500 one time? Lifetime?
Yeah.
Wow.
They do still have the lifetime.
What a deal that is.
I gotta tell you, just what we've been talking about, like just showing people how you can get leverage on crypto. Yep. People literally will spend thousands of dollars just for that answer.
Yeah.
And you're getting it for $50 a month.
Yep.
We show you the exchanges, we teach you how to trade, and we show you how to long and short it and control all of your risk. And now we're not going to do it for you. Results aren't guaranteed. You have to apply yourself. But we take everything that Coach has developed and we apply it all to crypto. And so you get to learn literally anything and everything there.
There you go.
And you know, I was watching, I was looking on, I think it was Facebook, and there were a few other places, and like Reddit. People were like, hey, trying to ask questions. How much should I charge people that want to learn how to buy cryptocurrency? Well, we'll tell you that for free. Just if somebody asks questions, we'll even tell you now. Like, we'll show you how, and we also talk about how to get your money on your wallets, so that, you know, your Ledger wallets, if you have that. We cover literally anything and everything that people want to ask. There's nothing that we leave off the table when it comes to crypto and crypto trading. So, and when they're doing that, the general principle was about $1,000 to go to somebody's house for 15 minutes and walk them through how to plop in a USB drive in their computer and then transfer the coin onto that ledger. That was with the charge.
There you go. What the heck, Chris? Is this a crypto school or class here or what? I think that kid took over. What's going on?
What? No.
Right there in front of me. Holy cow. No.
Yeah, you didn't even realize what was happening.
I didn't even see that coming.
Oh, you didn't. No. Hey, by the way, Somi, I don't know if you still have that pulled up. Yep. You should look at that chart. I know you're watching Fluid, so
going back. There we go.
It's pretty similar, but we just hit the resistance area. It's kind of the same area as Fluid.
I lose money while you were talking, Chris, because I wasn't watching the chart.
It's still good. It's still moving. You're still on the 9.
Thank God. Boy, I thought I'd have to mortgage a house or something to pay for it.
But it just hit a big old resistance area, I think, from a 4-hour. And you got a nice pull back to the 9. Still kind of building itself on Somi.
Yep.
Similar thing that you're seeing on Fluid. Now, we're longing it right now.
Yep.
But we can also take this to the downside. Correct. So you can do both. So when everyone's crying, "Oh no, I'm losing money because all I can do is buy and I gotta hold on," we're sitting there like, "I'm gonna short this, and we're gonna take all take all the profit from that resistance area down to wherever we decide to sell it." And so while everybody else is running and crying in the fetal position, we get to make all the money going down. So
there we go.
Just pointing that out. We teach you how to do that as well every single week on Wednesday.
There you go. Wednesday night, 7:15 p.m. Eastern time. You get into deep diving, right? We're only showing you the tip of the iceberg here. We're just at the tease, right? Now, you can use promo code MARK for any membership. Chris, do you have your own discount code?
I think so, Chris.
Okay.
I don't know. It's not set up if it is.
Okay, well, you need to do that. All right. Anyway, if you do that, we'll give you 10% right off the top. Bang, bang. Guess what? If you buy the Lifetime Diamond membership, which is going away February 1st, you will never be able to buy that product ever again. One-time payment of $5,000. If you use promo code MARK, bang, bang, 10% right off the top. That's $500 right off the top. Lock it in. Never pay for it again. It's $850 a month. You do the math. I'll do it for you. It's $10,200 if you're paying monthly. There you go. You can pay one time $5,000. Now, I will say, I can't guarantee the coach will do it. But if you want to maybe break that up into two monthly payments, like say 25, I don't know. You can make out a help desk ticket and ask. Okay, I'm not going to speak for coach. All right. Oh, look at that, Chris. Look at I'm up $337 right now. Holy cow. Man, yep. I think I'm going to quit trading futures. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Anyway, that diamond membership is the lifetime diamond membership is going away February 1st. So January 31st, last day you have it. You're sitting there listening to the sound of my voice. I know you've been thinking about it. Quit thinking about it. What's it going to take for you to make the decision to change your life potentially forever? Grab that membership. Learn to do what we're doing here. Learn how to chart. Learn how to interpret charts. Learn how to use your indicators and levels. Do all this. We will help you develop a skill to trade anything and everything there is. And we do start training and trading as early as 7 a.m. every morning, Monday through Friday through 4 p.m. Diamond members and VIP Gold members have, Diamond members have 7 days available of live Zoom training. They had a session today with David. And tomorrow night, which is Sunday, Doug will be doing the live Zoom training on futures. So 7 days a week, you can have a live Zoom training. Now, does that mean you need to be training 7 days a week? No, it doesn't mean that, but here we go. I'm locking in my profit at $187 here, Chris, in case this pulls back. All right. Can I leave this down here below this line? I don't want to, because if it goes that far, it's probably a breaking hole below the 9, right? Can I slide this up? I'm freaking out. I want to lock that money in. I can go right here and close this out, right? Has it broken hell below the 9? Yes, it has. Bang, bang. Out of that trade. There you go. Bang, bang. See how that worked? Woo! Can I trade this to the downside? I sure can, right? Now, is that a wise decision? No, because now I'm going against the trend. See how I stopped myself out there, right? That's why stops are important. This is not, the trend is up, right? Until I see a break and hold with oomph to the downside. You see what happened? That went against me that fast, right? I did that on purpose, but you know what I mean? So I want to see a break of the 9, start on the shoulder of the previous with oomph to the downside before I enter. Now, the problem is I got this level right here, right? There's the 21. It'll probably bounce off of that or resist anyway. So really, my better entry would be the break and hold below here. It would be once it gets below here. You see how this fought. This is a legit level, right? So that matters. Again, did this break and hold below the 9 yet? No. Now look, see? That's why you got to wait. You got to be patient. And this is true of anything. This is not just a crypto thing, all right? So don't get your, again, this works with stock options. Anyway, who's grabbing one of them memberships? By the way, that code Mark works with all memberships. Only thing it doesn't work for is flash sales. In other words, if Coach would come on here and say, hey, next five memberships in the next 10 minutes, you know, you get da-da-da-da-da. No, the promo codes don't work for that. So, but anyway, you hear it here now. The diamond is going away. We've been talking about it. You've been warned. Don't be living a life of regret and wish you'd have got that one-time payment deal and never have to pay. The diamond is our all-inclusive, covers all of it. Stock options, crypto, futures, you name it, right? If you'd happen to develop a new membership program, that would be included in also, right? Only thing it excludes is one-on-ones with Coach and David, those type of things, right? The mentorship type things. So I don't know what you're waiting on. What's it going to take for you to finally get off the fence and take the first step you need to do to change your life forever? ADT has changed my life. It's changed everybody's countless lives in here, right? So could never imagine when I joined ADT where I'd be at today, right? So anyway, get over there, American Dream Trading's website. Grab one of them. Get the free Discord while you're at it because you can interact. There's the level. Watch. Is this going to break and hold below this? Look at that. Look at it pull bounce right off that level there. Bang, bang. Now, if it does go down there, then I might be interested, right? I'm willing to give up that profit. Now, as a scalper, I'd have snagged that, right? I'd have played it right down to that level and got in and out. But I'm not trying to impress you with my scalping skills. I'm trying to talk you through trades and why candles do what they do, right? It's not a whole type of random kind of thing. There's a rhyme and a reason for the way these candles move up and down. There's historical levels where these things buy and sell at, right? And if you know where those are at, you can capitalize on it and be a more confident trader. Again, I'm looking for a break and hold below this white line right there, right? So it does it, I'm not going short. Now, the other thing I could do is I could play the bounce off that back up to the 9. As a scalper, I do that all the time, right? Now you can see the volume slowed down. How do I know that? Is that candle moving very much? Nope. Why? Everybody's waiting to see what the next guy wants to do. So, anyway, why don't I have 30,000 over there? I only have 30% of what I need over there on the TikTok lives. Let's go smash them like buttons. You guys, why is Bucko number 1 and I'm number 2? Come on, you're watching for free. Let's help me out here. I can shut this down any minute, right? And I don't have to be here any longer than I need to be, right? If you're not going to help me, you know, we're giving this away to you for free. At least give me 30,000 likes. Does it matter if I get 30,000 likes? Absolutely not. It's just a number I like. I want to get it. It's a goal. I like to be goal. I'm goal driven. Help me click them buttons. Click that heart buttons over there on TikTok. Same thing over there on the YouTubes, right? So again, we're trading right here, this fluid, right? Is it kind of maybe dead for right now? I don't know. What about Saturday night time frames? Is there times better, Chris, than there is, you know, is there certain time frames on crypto that trade better than others? Is 8 o'clock?
Dude, there's always something running. So if you're talking okay, so this isn't my term, but these are called, what we're trading right now, it's called a shitcoin. Okay. Hopefully I can say that without the algos hitting us. Mm-hmm. If you're okay with trading those, there is literally always something that has this huge volatility.
Okay.
And if you're okay with that, you'll find anything anywhere 24/7. If you want to trade something like XRP, one of the bigger coins, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, stuff like that, then you probably want to trade more centralized times like market opens of, US Open, London, all of Asian markets, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But even those, there's always something moving, always.
Yep.
So,
Intergame says, am I trading crypto? Well, technically for real, I'm not. This is simulated, but, and I don't trade crypto. I'm not like Chris and Bucko are, right? I'm not a crypto trader. Can I trade crypto? Absolutely. How can I trade crypto? Because Coach has taught me the basic principles of trading and his strategies, and they apply. There's no special rule for trading crypto, right? The same thing that you learn trading stocks, stock options, futures, all that applies to crypto also. Coach don't have a special set of rules for trading crypto, nor does he have a special set of rules for trading futures. What he teaches us, his strategies and his techniques and his rules apply to everything. And all I'm doing is I literally come in here. Chris mentioned this. I never heard of it. Don't know what it is. Don't know any history on it, but we come in here live, charted it out, and I'm playing my levels, historical levels. And look how it's, again, never traded this in life, never even heard of it, right? Obviously, there's a million things you could trade in crypto, but there's 10,000 stocks. I haven't heard of every stock either, as far as that goes. But I've never traded this, but yet I'm using the principles and the trading techniques that Coach has taught, right? And I'm applying it to this crypto trade. The reason I'm using crypto, because everything else is closed, right? Markets are closed. Crypto is always open, so I can trade this, right? But I'm not a crypto trader. I don't trade crypto, but I can. I can trade anything in the world. Why? That's not being a cocky. It's just a statement of fact, because Coach has taught us those principles on how to do things. And if you follow it, you can trade anything. A chart's a chart's a chart. And that's the whole purpose of this here, fluid. It's not that this is anything special. I'm trying to show you that a chart's a chart to chart. Once you get your key levels out, you can trade anything, right? You can see I put some lines on here. Give me some points of reference, right? Give me some guiding. It gives my map. So yes, I am trading crypto, but I'm actually trading a chart. This could easily say, Tesla. This could easily say whatever, Bitcoin, right? This could say gold, right? This could say Apple. It doesn't matter. I trade it all the same way. I'm trading a chart. It doesn't matter what it is. What a chart is a chart is a chart. And that's not just some little fancy saying. It's the truth. Once you learn this, and we will help you to learn this, right? We want to help you develop this skill. Once you learn this skill over time, it takes time. It's hard. It's hard. It's nerve-wracking. It's emotional. There's a lot to learn, a lot to know. But once you do, you can do this anywhere in the world that you have an internet connection. Matter of fact, if you're a swing trader, you don't even have to have an internet connection all the time. You can do long-term trades, let them run, right? There's all kinds of things you can do. So what is it going to take for you to make that decision to change your life? Well, first step is getting that education. Invest in yourself before you start trying to throw money at the markets. All right? Would you want a brain surgeon operating on you if you didn't get the education first? Well, if that's the case, I'll be over your house with a drill and a sledgehammer and a chisel. We'll see what we can do. Right? I'm sure you wouldn't want that, would you? Well, why would you expect to come in here and do something as volatile and potentially account wrecking as trading without the proper education? It takes time. It takes work. It takes sweat equity. There's blood, sweat, and tears involved. I don't care who you are. I would venture to say even the toughest men in our group have cried over trading. I know I have. I'm not tough. Wrong, right? This thing will make you cry for joy. It'll make you cry with sorrow. It'll make you curl up on the couch for 3 days like I did one time on a big loss when I first started. So there's a lot to this. You're all thinking, I would never do that. Well, until you start trading real money, click that, and you got skin in the game. Yeah. This paper trading, simulated trading, which is important to do, is totally different from trading real money. You should not treat it differently. You should trade your simulated account exactly how you would trade real money. But until you make that transition, You know, here if I screw up on a simulated trade, a big deal. I just reset it, right? You can't reset when you lose zero, when you have your account at zero, without putting money in, real money, right? So we want you to help preserve your account. We want you to learn the proper way. Matter of fact, we tell you when you join American Dream Trade, don't even fund an account. You don't need to. Get the training first. Train more, trade less. Right? Coach has a whole set of rules. Right? So, have I got 30,000 up there yet, Bucko? Come on, Bucko. Shake the branches over there. Let's get that 30,000. I'm up to 12. Keep clicking them hearts over there. All right? Comments, questions. Let me go back. I haven't looked at YouTube's questions. Let me scroll back up here in case I missed something. All right, let's see. Keep trying to catch falling knives. Any tips on how to stop? Yeah, you don't chase anything. Quit chasing stuff. Get your training. Apparently, you don't quite understand, right? You never chase a candle. You have to have a trading strategy. You have to have entry criteria for the upside and entry criteria for the downside. You have to have a line in the sand. When do I get out of the trade? And you have to religiously stick to it. Never compromise your entry. Never compromise your exit. Draw a line. You keep chasing stuff, right? You're going to wreck your account. We will teach you how to do this, Estrada. If you really want to learn, if you really want to make an attempt to change your life, come on over to American Dream Trading, right? I will even give you 10% off just because you showed up and watching this broadcast. This is totally free here, right? I don't need to be here. It's Saturday night. I could be up there sitting on the couch with my wife while she's half asleep. Right? I figured, hey, snowstorm, winter storms hitting most of the country. Well, why not? Right? Ain't like I'm outside running around. So get to training first. We will do that. We're not a call out group here. We don't tell you when to buy something. We don't tell you when to sell it. But we are a training and education company. We want to see you succeed the right way. Get that training first. That's the way you wouldn't let a brain surgeon operate on you without the proper education and training, right? And experience, right? Oh, even look at it. If the guy's just graduated from brain surgeon school, right? Hey, you're officially a brain surgeon. Guess what? Do you want to be his first patient? I don't think so. I want somebody with experience, right? Why? Because they might know what happens when there's any problems, right? Not the guy who may not be qualified. All right, so grab them diamond memberships. We'll give you $500 off of it right off the top. If you might want to break it in. Now, again, I can't say Coach will allow it, but you can make out a help desk ticket over in our free Discord, and you can ask that question if you'll let you do it too. But because you're watching for free today, use discount code MARK, get 10% off any membership. All right? So what are you waiting on? Today's the day you change your life. I changed my life on a Saturday during the great snowstorm of 2026. All right? So, yeah, Don, I ain't never going to breathe. Do I recommend any prop firm to trade crypto? I don't know that there is a prop firm that lets you trade crypto. Is there, Chris? Is there prop firm?
There are. I've just never used them.
Okay.
So I don't know that I can recommend any.
Yeah, we don't officially at American Dream Trading, but
yeah, I don't really recommend. I mean, I won't really mention it unless I've tested it myself generally, or I'll caveat it with, hey, I've taken a look at this, kind of did a little research, and this is the name of it.
Yeah.
I know I will say the name of it just because you can go research it. And if you find it and you like it, ping me in the Traders Lounge. Tell me what you think of it. Kraken is a very large. I won't say very large. They're a large cryptocurrency company, and they did just purchase out a prop firm. They've got some prop firm trading. And I've heard a little bit of good news from them. But again, I've never tried it, so I really don't know anything about it.
Okay. There you go. Do your own research. Now, we do have a special relationship with Tradeify. Okay? We have an affiliate with them, as you see at the bottom of my screen, right there next to my shoulder there. Tradeify, now that's for prop firm for trading futures only. You can get that, use it to the discount code ADT. I think it knocks like 30 to 40% off your fees for joining it. Something like that, right? Right off the top. So make sure you use that discount code, American Dream Trading, which is ADT, to get 30 to 40% off the fees for involved in trading prop firm with Tradeify. That's for futures only. So anyway, check them out, and by using discount code MARK, you will get 10% off. So anyway, can I trade this to the downside? Yeah. Can I trade that off the bounce on VWAP? Sure can. I am at the bottom of the channel now, so maybe I might want to find something. Now, if I can break and hold below VWAP, oh man, I would play that all day long, right? And I would trade to my next level. If this can break and hold down here, which by then would put it down about to 55, I will trade that down to this level. If it can break and hold below that, I'll trade it down to the next level, and so on and so forth, right?
Well, it's starting to form Richard's favorite pattern, the taco pattern. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
There you
go. That's when the 9 starts pulling with the 21 and connecting down to the VWAP, and just the lines all kind of blur in together, and you can see you can clearly see the lettuce with all of the green.
Wow, yeah.
And okay. Kind of use your imagination for the meat.
Yeah.
There's not really much meat in Taco Bell anyways.
No, it's not.
No, I hear it's like 80% or something.
I don't know. I ain't going there. I ain't gonna go there. All right, comments, questions. I'm getting close to wrapping this up. If I don't see comments and questions online, there's no sense of me carrying this on if you don't want free information. All right. How many's went over and grabbed our free Discord tonight? I'm going to look. I can tell if you have, by the way, just so you know. Let me see how many signed up for a free Discord. It's absolutely free. And you can interact with other members of American Dream Trading. You can discuss stocks, ask questions. Right? So.
Jacob, it's a joke. I mean, there's no, as far as I know, there's not a real taco pattern. But exactly. if you look at it, it looks like a taco.
I got you. I thought it was some super secret taco pattern about to unfold before my eyes.
Oh, we got all kinds. I like the Atari one myself.
Oh, what's that?
Looks like the Atari symbol. You know what the Atari symbol looks like?
No.
When I see it, I always say, "Oh, there's the Atari. There's the Atari," because it just looks dead like it goes up. It goes up here. It's got a base. It goes straight across, and it shoots straight up, and then it stays up there for a second, pulls straight down, and then it has a leg that goes that way. Just go look at the Atari logo. What it looks like. Okay. It's not a real thing. It's just when I see it, that's as a kid of video games when they first started. As soon as I see that, I'm like, oh, that looks like the Atari logo. And we got a llama head. We got all kinds of goofy things we do. They're not real. It's just something we just, Now,
I will tell you that when the taco pattern completes, there is usually a flush.
Okay. That's where it comes from. Taco Bell pattern.
Dad jokes are flying now.
Thought you'd appreciate that one.
All right, what else we got going? Let me go over here and see how many people grabbed our free Discord there, Chris. Let me look. How many people got how many people got the membership there today, Chris?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me go look on the thing.
Anybody listen to the sound of my voice? We have our website, AmericanDreamTrading.com. Use promo code MARK to get 10% off any membership. That even includes a diamond.
You know what? Since you've been live, a big old fat 0.
Yep, I'm looking. I don't feel very motivated to give away stuff for free, Chris. They don't even want free. Well, you know what? You know how I am. I'm a boomer. I don't care about your feelings, right? I don't care about your feelings. I'm giving it to you free. This is free. I'm taking time away from my family to give you free info. You don't even want to take advantage of a free Discord. Wow, what's up with that? You don't want to even take free advantage of a $500 off the Diamond membership just for watching today. Anyway, I'm glad we got to spend some time together. I'm going to call it a day, right? People are tired, apparently, right? I don't know what the problem is, right?
It's the snow. They're all out making snow angels.
Yeah, I bet they are. It's too daggone cold out there, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, you can get our free Discord. Again, we're sitting here, nobody's even signed up for free. They think this is some kind of thing involved in it. Anyway, so I'm going to call it a day. We're going to wrap this up. I do thank you for being here, hanging out for a little bit. Hopefully you learned a little bit about charting, you can trade anything just by doing this, right? All these things, right? So it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's, in this case, crypto. I don't trade crypto per se. I can. I just proved to you I could do it, right? You saw it happen live, right? So this is just the tip of the iceberg. Imagine what we do for our paid members, right? You can go over to our YouTube channel, which is appropriately named American Dream Trading. You'll find over 3,200 training videos for absolutely free over there that you can watch 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If we do that kind of thing for free, imagine what we do for our paid members. Live training, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. every single day. Monday through, well, not every single day, Monday through Friday. We have live Zoom training on Saturdays and on Sunday nights. We have live Zoom. I don't know what we can do. You don't want to change your life. You still want to go to that 9-to-5 job that you hate, that you detest, that stresses you out. You get no respect. You get no reward for doing extra work, right? You don't get any recognition if that's your thing, right? You're limited on your income. What are you going to get? A 3% raise if you do a really good job, the company's doing well? Whoopee ding dong, right? You want to change your life, change your family's life, check us out, American Dream Trading. Anyway, we are live here 3 times daily. Coaches live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I'm live with the Futures Training and Education broadcast from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. And then Dawn has our aftermarket show starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And you'll find that over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Or if you have our free Discord, there's a link in there that you can click. It'll take you to that. That's at 4 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday. 3 times we're giving you free stuff, right? You can't even sign up for a free Discord? Come on, people. Let's change your life. You got to take the step eventually. And right now, the lifetime membership, all lifetime memberships, the VIP, all those, they're all going away February 1st. Not to be offered ever again. So if you want, not only do you want to lock in that one-time payment, never pay again, we'll give you 10% off just because you showed up to watch tonight. Use promo code MARK at the checkout. Write that down. Get your pen and paper out. Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Use promo code MARK at checkout when you purchase your membership. Make sure you enter that in there. Anyway, anybody you come in contact with for now until we meet again, make sure you're leaving lasting positive memories. And we will see you later. Same time, same bat channels as mentioned earlier. See you. Be safe. Goodbye.